Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. I welcome you back. Thank you again for joining me. It's always a pleasure. Today, I want to talk about the Temple Mount. I want to talk about the Temple Mount and some notes here. Just want to read these notes to you about the Temple Mount and its connection to Fort Antonia, a Roman fortress that was in the middle in Judea at the time. Uh, and remnants of that is still, it's still there, plainly in view and in sight under people's noses. Okay, located in the old city of Jerusalem, the Haram al-Sharif is considered one of the most important religious sites in the world. Throughout history, it has been controlled by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, which explains the high tensions of the site. The location is claimed by Judaism and Islam to be situated on Mount Moriah, where Abraham was to have bound Isaac to be sacrificed. Exodus 22. The Jews believe this location is where King Solomon erected the first temple. However, historical writings from Josephus and others seem to indicate this location as the Roman fortress Antonio, and you can look that up in Josephus's War of the Jews, Book 7, Chapter 8, which housed the Roman 10th Legion and numbered well over 5,000 people. The site is most notable for the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. It is believed the Dome of the Rock was erected in the late 7th century under the 5th Umayyad Caliph Abdul Malik bin Marwan, possibly from the existing Byzantine structure dating to the reign of Heraclius, 610 to 641 Common Era. After the capture of Jerusalem in the First Crusades in 1099 Common Era, the Dome of the Rock was in the care of the Augustinian canons regular, who turned it into a Roman Catholic church called Templum Dominia, Temple of the Lord. It was the Knights Templar who claimed the Dome of the Rock was the site of the Temple of Solomon and set up their headquarters in the mosque adjacent to the dome. For much of the 12th century, it is featured on the official seals of the orders Grand Masters. Was this Everard des Barnes and Renaud de Vitiers, and soon became the architectural pattern for round Templar churches across Europe. A Byzantine octennial church was built on the location of what is believed to be the house of the Apostle Peter in Capernaum, Israel, 5th century, and is the oldest to date. The Haram is currently controlled by the Israeli government. So the Jews, Islam believe that this temple. I mean, the temple was built right there. The temple. That's why they call it the Temple Mount. So the Jews definitely believe it. The Muslims, they have an idea, and that's why they put their mark on it, of course. And Christianity, through the Crusades in history, it was led to believe that that was a Temple Mount. But documents and historical writings and archaeology is kind of questioning that right now, saying that's not the Temple Mount. That's the Fort Antonia, the fortress that overlooked the temple and the city. That's where the Romans were all, held up, and it was like a city within a city, because Jews never really intermingled with the Romans, because Romans were Gentiles. They never talked to them, never dealt with them, never ate the same food or anything. No, not the same religion. They thought the Romans were unclean. But yeah, new evidence is coming up that the temple was basically the real temple was in the city of David, by around, right, probably on top of the Gihon Springs, like Scripture says. The Gihon Springs was the living water that they used, and there's a lot of things you can get into that. Ernest Martin's book, for example, the temples at Jerusalem for God, and Bob Canuck. I did the book reviews. Look them up. The Robert Canuck's books. He had one called The Temple, and I encourage you to look that up because we might have been wrong in history, of course, and just because some crusaders went there and said this is the place, but Yeshua, he said differently. He said not one stone will be on another, not one stone will be standing upon another. Means it was a prophecy when the destruction of the temple happened in 70 AD. It happened, and they raised it, and it was like it was never there. And there's a lot of historical witnesses, documentation, everything, to go along with that. You just, like I said, check those books out that I did the book review on. Check it out for yourself. Is it tradition or truth? What are you going to go with? Tradition or truth? But anyways, that's all I want to say right now. And I thank you again for joining me. And give me a big thumbs up. I appreciate it if you like me. I like you guys. And hit that notification bell, and also subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. And till then, again, we'll meet again, of course. I'm always back and forth, up and down, whatever. But thank you again, and peace out, and shalom.